laggy. Welcome to virtual Goodison Park. I don't know why everything is being so laggy today, although now it looks a little better. We'll see. Going to play Everton hosting Leeds United here in the Alternative Premier League, Matchweek 8. Everton currently sits down the table in 16th place. 1 win, 3 draws, and 3 losses. Leeds, a surprise for a promotee from the previous season. They sit at 5-1-1 and in 5th place in the Alt Premier League. As I said, hitting match week 8. Maybe in halftime we will go over some of the other scores that have happened. But let's get right into this tilt here between Everton and Leeds. Toffees lineup. They're going with a 3-man back line. So Pickford the goalie. Mina, Keane, and Godfrey are the 3 center backs. They have wing backs in Coleman and Lucas Dean. They have defensive midfielders Doucouré and Davies, and then attacking midfielder James Rodriguez and Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin up front as the forwards. For Leeds United, the Whites are going to be in a 4-1-4-1, which is basically another way to say 4-5-1. It's going to be Melee in goal, with the back line of Alioski on the left, Ayling on the right, and in the center, Cooper and Struijk. And a single defensive midfielder, Calvin Phillips. Then the wide midfielders are going to be Rafinha on the right, Jack Harrison on the left, Dallas and Klitsch in the central midfield, and up top, Patrick Bamford, their quality goal scorer. One moment, I'm going to check a couple things here before we do get started. Although it is taking some time here to load. So for goals, Bamford is actually tied for 5th in the league for goals for Leeds with 4. As far as the teams go, Everton has had a pretty good defense. They've only given up 7 goals, so basically a goal a game thus far. But they've also only scored 4 goals on the season, whereas Leeds are tied for 7th with 12 goals scored, and they have ceded only 6. So that's kind of the story of this right here. You can see I listed the loose ball checks. We can see these on the cards. Leeds United. So this is one reason I wanted to do this game. One reason is that it's a holiday. So this was the next game on the list, so I decided to do that. But another one is, it's interesting because Everton has a better team defense, as you can see there. A 3 versus a 2 for Leeds United. But from a team rating standpoint, Leeds United is a 1 advantage. So they're a 3 versus a 2 for Everton. So they get a few more loose balls. So let's see which of these advantages will play out here for both the teams. They do have, I will be using clutch points for, this is APBA Soccer, as you can see on the fast action cards that I'll be using. I use the fast action cards for everything except checking cards, checking to see if shots are on goal or not, and checking to see if the goalie saves, and also for potential penalty kicks. So, but for the clutch points, Everton gets 4 for the home team, Leeds United has 6 as an away team. So they're actually in the 2020-2021 season, Leeds finished 9th, Everton 10th. So they're very similar as far as what their ultimate table position will be. Or was in that season. We'll see if it's the same. Because, again, we're doing completely different lineups, completely different schedule. I mean, there's no change in the number of times they face each opponent, but I'm not using as played lineups. So it could alter the way that the matches ultimately play out for each team. And so it should be an interesting... I think it's an interesting, microcosm of the season. And so, with it being under 36, this is going to mean that Everton wins the flip, and that's going to mean that Leeds United will be the first to kick off here. So, we can get most of this data off of the cards here, and so we're opening up here with a kickoff, and it's going to be an E. You may not. I don't know if the resolution is good enough for you to see this. I'll just try to narrate as best I can. So the kickoff goes into zone E, which is maybe 10 to 15 yards into the attacking half now, and it's going to be E10 for Leeds. So it's going to be Strauch. So again, playing the game, you find your zone based on these things. So for the kickoff, and then that was on the other card, and then with this card up here will give you the player control chart is up here at the top. All right, so now we are going to roll and take the actual result right here, 54, and we look here, it's 50, which is a special result. I also roll the dice on special results, so let's see what that result is. 16, ball kicked out of bounds, throw in by the opposition to area A, so it's going to go out of bounds. Everton with a throw-in, and it's going to be A2. So that's going to be Calvert-Lewin, a forward. 12 and A is going to be 25. Oh, and I didn't pick we didn't pick the formations yet. Everton and Leeds. We're going to play them both balanced right here. They're fairly evenly matched. I don't think Leeds plays great defense, so let's just keep them at 4-4-2, or balanced is what I call that one. So we had Calvert-Lewin with 12. I'm also going to try and keep the time going. So this is now into the second minute. 12 in A. No, 12 is 25 in A. So it's going to be C1, so it's a pass to Richarlison in C. 56 is 49. That's a foul in zone C, and he is the one that is fouled. So when you get a 49 result, that's called foul suffered. And so that means you need to then find who is the person that fouled, the player that fouled, and what you do is you use this number here, player ID 5, and then you order them. You order the players on this team, on each team, based on the numbers that are listed for the foul created, the foul suffered, etc., etc. And so for this, we need the 5th rated player for foul suffered, and for Leeds United, or foul committed, for Leeds United, that is going to be Pascal Strauch. Okay, first half, I have adjusted my rules to say you need, for the first card in the first half, you have to roll the red card range in order to get a yellow card. And then I say, if I roll that, then I roll it again, and if I were to get the yellow card range after the red card range, then that would be a red card. And we can use clutch points to dull that down. With Strauch, it's 32. That's not going to be... So that's his first foul. And so from the next time, it's just going to go to his straight ratings. So this is a foul in C, so we get a free kick from zone C. We're going to take a look down here at the card. It's going to be a pass to B. And when we go to the player control, 1. All right, so now it's Richarlison again, this time in zone B. 25 is 8 in B. This is going to be a shot generated by Richarlison. We check the assist. 9 is not going to bring an assist buffer or modifier because it's 9. That's Calvert-Lewin. He has an assist rating of 0. So I will give him an assist if it comes up, or if the goal is scored here, but they most likely, almost certainly, he didn't get an assist in the real season. So it's kind of like an artifact of the game's methods. But anyway, Richarlison in B. So if you can see at the top, I have zone adjust. We have B is +3. So Richarlison is a 32. That means that we're going to go up to 35. So anything 35 or less is a shot on goal. And it's 33, so that's a shot on goal. And now we're going to have to check Ilian Melia and see if he comes up with the save here. So anything that has a 10 would be past him for goal. And it's 55, so I don't think doubles will rarely be a goal. So 55 is a rebound to zone C, so that's a save. And then the ball kicks out towards the corner, and we need to do a loose ball check. So what we can do here is we can look at one of these cards, and the loose ball check coming right down here. And since we have a difference of 1, it says H. That's the higher rated team, which is Leeds United. So it's going to be, possession is going to be lost, which means Leeds gains it in X. So then we roll again and look at X8. So Leeds X8, that's going to be Calvin Phillips taking control here. And we'll put it to the 4th minute, even though it's going to go to the 5th very soon after. 14 for Phillips is 26 in X. It's going to be a defensive check. All right, so I'm not going to show you the defensive chart since I feel like that's more proprietary than anything. So let's just flip it. It's 33. I guess in theory you could, if you want to write things down, you could. But just from me speaking out here. But 33 with defensive 2. You can see Everton is a Wait, this is incorrect. Oh wait, no, they are 3. My bad. This is going to get a little confusing. So Everton team defensive 3. 33 for 3 is going to be a steal to X. So they're going to outright gain control of the ball in X, and it'll be player 10, which is Yerry Mina. And we're into the 5th minute here. I'm going to keep trying to keep that time moving along and not forget to run it there, but we'll see. Same thing with the scoreboard. All right, Mina in X, 64. We look at it's 41 in X. We go across. That's a header chance in X. It's going to be a loose ball to see who gets it, and it's the higher rated team, so it is lost for possession, and it will be to X10. That's going to be Strauch again. So Strauch 45 is 34 in X. That's a defensive check. 3 and 54. That's going to be a header into X, and it is lost. It's got an L for the lower team, and that's Everton. So lost. Everton takes it in X. X6. 6th minute. I'm going to get a drink here because I'm starting to feel a little dry in the little cotton mouth. So far, just one shot. It was on goal by Richarlison, still 0-0 in the 6th minute. So X6, that's going to be Lucas Digne. 36 is 24 in X. This is going to lead to X9, so it's going to be a pass. Series of passes, Michael Keane, central defender in X. 21 in X is going to be another one. That'll be to F. And both teams 4-4-2. If we want to, on one of these chances. So this chance has an asterisk. So with an asterisk, it means that you can roll and take a chance, and you could pass to a specific player. If it for a 4-4-2, it would be a 1-4. if they were playing 4-3-3 or attacking, the defensive team. If they were playing attacking or 4-4-3, 1 to 5 will get you a pass to whoever you choose. If they're playing 4-5-1 or defensive, it's only a 1 through 3. We're going to try it here. So do they get a 1 to 4? Nope, they lose possession. X9. We probably will do that some with both of these teams. So it's going to be Liam Cooper here as we now hit the 7th minute. 41 in X is 26. Another defensive check. Can't keep possession here. 23. That's a steal to E for the 3-rated Toffees. E5. So that will be Seamus Coleman, the right back. 22. Unfortunately, yes, it's a double, but it's he doesn't have that double on his card. So it's 40 in E. You need a loose ball check in zone E. They lose possession. X8. So that'll be Calvin Phillips. $61 is 27 in X. That's a defensive check. 56 is going to be a block to D. Can they keep possession here? They do. So who gets it in D? Which player for Leeds? It's going to be D3, so that will be Stuart Dallas, central midfielder. He has 6 shot numbers, so let's see if we can get one of those. Nope. 21, though, in D is a good number. That's going to be D4. So a pass to Jack Harrison. He also has 6 shot numbers. 53, though, is not going to be 136, and D is a defensive check. Nobody really getting a foothold in this game. Oh, that's a steal to A. We get the 11. So steal to A for Everton. A6, though, not a great opportunity. This is going to be Lucas Dean. He only has 3 shot numbers, needed 11, 66, or 33. They get 44. So 27 and A, it's still a pass. C3, James Rodriguez in the corner in C. 53 is 22 in C. That'll be C. We're going to roll again. C3, so they will be able to, you're going to pass it to Richarlison in C. You get to choose that. Let's see, this is now the 10th minute. So Richarlison in C, 36 though, 44 C is out of bounds. So, yeah, you should choose. You should maybe analyze the cards and choose wisely. It's not always optimal to go to your top player in the line. It can help if they've got lots of shot numbers and a good shot on goal rating, but they're not always top of the line. Sometimes you might get a pass in that situation if you had chosen another person. It's a throw in. And the throw-in is to F1. All right, so right to the forward, Patrick Bamford. He has at least 12 shot numbers on there, so he has a chance here. 12, though, it will not. 24 in F, X8, so a pass. Some hold-up play there. I'm going to just do something here. There we go. That'll help me. So that was to X8. So it's going to be Phillips in X, 62, 23 in X. That's another. He keeps the ball here the 12th minute. It's a 13, 34. No, it's going to be defensive check in X. It's a 42. It's going to be a header to E. And they retain possession. 33 is under 43. Or all. Yeah, up to 11 to 43. So they will retain it in E. It was a header to E. So E10, though, will be Strauk. in E. 65, 40 in E. That's a header to E. Can they retain possession? 46 will not. Everton takes over in X. X5. That's going to be Coleman. Another 22 in X. He does not get that. 40 is going to be a header to F, so maybe they have a chance to hold on to some possession, but nope. It is lost on the loose ball check, and I'll take over. And it will be Mateus Klitsch, who just signed a deal with DC United this past weekend. Klitsch will be playing in MLS this coming season. 36, 46, that's out of bounds. 46 is almost always out of bounds, unless you're playing some weird formational. I think, let me see. So that's a throw in there. Basically you need to be playing both teams playing super attacking. Throw in, that was to X. 9. So it's going to be Keane in X. So 21 gives us 42 in X. That's going to be out of bounds. Another throw in. F2. Rafinha in F for Leeds United. So maybe a chance here though. 13, nope, no. 33. That's a defensive check. So we're having a bit of a back and forth match here without a whole lot of offense generated. We got a steal to D here on the 16 for Everton, and it's going to be D5. So that'll be Coleman and D. 52 is 45 and D. It's out of bounds. E10. Strauch. 46. He is a foul suffered of 1. So 46 is often a foul suffered, but it's not here. 34 in E. Another defensive check. 65 is a block to X and lost, so Everton will recoup in their defensive end. It'll be Lucas Digne. 21 in X is going to be F. We're going to roll it, give it to Lewin. If they can get it, they can't, so that's going to be lost again. X 5. That'll be Alioski, Macedonian, for Leeds United. Here in the 18th minute. Oh, soon to go to the 9th. So 22. That's a 4 in X. So we look on this card here. That's a D1. So a pass. Zone D, Patrick Bamford. 24, though, is 31 in B. D2, that's another pass. To Rafinha in D. 36 is 28 in D. That's an E. We're going to roll and see if they can pass it to whoever they want. E1. Bamford in E. 63, that is a foul committed by Bamford, and that will end this little 4A. Suffered by player 5. That's going to be Seamus Coleman. We'll roll. Only an 11 would be a yellow card, and so none. But it'll be a free kick in X for Everton. Everton is going to end up being a pass to C1. So Richarlison in C. 51 is 9 in C. That's A1. So if you look on the chart, if you have the game, because of 4-4-2 versus 4-4-2 in the C area, it's shots only up to the 8 result. The 9 result becomes passes, and so this is a pass. Well, pass or dribble, and so this would be in theory a dribble for Richarlison into A1. You got to look out for possible penalty coming up here. 26 is a 49. That is a foul suffered by Richarlison. A brilliant move, and we will be checking to see. Let's see. First is who committed the foul. It's going to be Klitsch. We're going to roll on his. If it's a yellow, it's not. Now, the question is it a penalty? If a foul in Zone A is a penalty a third of the time. So you roll again, 11 to 26 is a penalty. 31 to 40 or 31 to 66 is a foul in outside the penalty area, and it would be a free kick in B. So it is just outside. They may have even gone to VAR, but it's going to be a free kick in B. So Leeds dodges a bullet there. In the 22nd minute here now, they're going to take a free kick in B, and it's going to end up as a pass to B. And it'll be 5. It'll be Coleman, the right back, a defender. But this is going to be a shot for Coleman. So Seamus Coleman has it fall to his feet. Who will have the assist? It'll be player 3. It's going to be Richarlison, who's rated 3. So you're going to add 1 for him. If you can see up there, a rating of 3, assist adjust is +1, and you get +3 for B. So a total of 4. Coleman has a 31. That's going to take him up to 35. So we'll roll. 35 or less is a shot on target. It is on target, so now it's Meilier needing to make the save here in the 22nd minute. 56 is a rebound to D. It's a save, his second save of the day. Needed to be good there, Meilier did. And they are not able to keep possession in Zone D, so it'll end up with Leeds as a Zone X possession. And it will be Alioski, 41. 40 in X is going to be header to F. Do they retain? 62, no. It's a lost. So Everton back with the ball in X. X10, that is going to be Yerry Mina. 63 for Mina is a foul committed. Player 2 suffers it. It's Rafinha. And this is Mina's first foul of the first half. That is not going to be card. So let's see here. What do we got? Sorry, I have I'll have to check it later. So, where are we? Okay, so we are, free kick for Leeds. Zone X. 24th minute, still 0-0. C. 3. So it's going to be Stuart Dallas in C. Maybe a good chance here, but a 43, he will commit a foul. Bit of a lunge there, and he's going to collect. Yeah, we'll say the goalie. That's a little far-fetched, but we will play it as it lies, so to speak. A little golf lingo there, 21. So if it weren't the first half, I would give him a yellow, but this game generates too many cards to begin with, so we're just going to keep it. Like I said, if it was the red card range, I would have given him a yellow. Well, I would have rolled again and then potentially a yellow or a red there, but instead we're just going to carry on. Also, we could use clutch points if a red was generated. Free kick in X, as it was a foul committed by Leeds. We're in the 25th minute, soon to be the 26th. I'll just go ahead and move it forward anyway. D9. So Keen and D. 22 doesn't have that number on his card. 34 is generated. D, that's a defensive check. Leeds is 2 rated. 45 header to F. And is retained. Wait, no, it's lost. Excuse me. It's one of the confusing parts about this game is if you have a home team that's not the one that's has the better team rating. X8. Hey, hi Jester. Morning. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Bills. That was a rather gut-wrenching win. The team seems to have a penchant this year for making games a lot harder than they need to be. They shoot themselves in the foot a lot, and fortunately they emerged. We'll have to see if they have enough to get where they're trying to go. And yeah, soccer is emerging in this country. There's a lot of fans of it, but usually it's more around the World Cup, not so much. Well, there's still a lot of fans of the Premier League. The local soccer league, Major League Soccer, is a little less so. So Calvin Phillips in X, 16 gives 30. It's a defensive check, so it's going to be 34, which is a steal to X. Player 6, it's going to be Lucas Digne. The French defender, 32 is 44 in X. That's going to be a ball kicked into touch, so it'll be a throw-in. Well, good. Glad to hear it. Throw in X. X basically means defensive half. X9. Leeds United has it. We're up to the 28th minute. So that's going to be Cooper. 34 is a 38. That's actually going to be a loose ball chance on a header, zone E, and they retain it. So maybe they can hold on to some possession here. It's going to be 2, so it'll be Rafinha and E. So they have some opportunities here possibly. But no, 45 is going to be an out of bounds, and Everton will throw it back in. Seamus Coleman will do that. Throw in F. Just on into the attacking half. F7. That will be Ben Godfrey. That might be the first time we've called his name today. 29th minute. Need to keep pushing that guy forward there. Okay, and Godfrey with 11. 2 and F is going to be a shot. He's going to take a prayer shot from way deep here. His shot number is not very good. Let's see who would be the assist. 2. That should help him a little bit. James Rodriguez is 4. That'll just be 1. So you subtract 4 from his 15. It's an 11. So he needs an 11 roll to get a shot on goal here. So actually, it might be if they had 5, it might be an interesting time to try and use clutch points to give a much better chance at a shot on goal. But we're gonna play it straight because you just never know when a yellow card comes up that so that is a missed shot, and so now we go off the missed shot chart, and it is a goalkeeper outlet, so the goalkeeper is going to throw it back in, and that'll be Meilier for Leeds United. As we hit the 30th minute, we've got a half an hour gone here at Goodison. So the goalkeeper outlet, we can go off of that. It's X, and we'll have to reshuffle now that we get. I have like 6 decks, I think, of these cards. I cut them in half, and I use one deck for the first half, and the other deck for the second half, and I just reshuffle. It's a little past halfway, so seems plausible. And every so often I will take the 2 decks and shuffle them up, cut them each a couple times, and that way I'm hoping that I generate some more random repeat numbers, things like that, when you have so many decks. And maybe some uneven ones. Hey, Dwayne. Hope everybody's having a great MLK Day. Day off here. And, this soccer is a great sport to celebrate diversity. Just about every country in the world plays this sport. Some are better than others, but, we're making strides in America, but there's just so many sports to choose from that kids... And, soccer is one of the more expensive ones to get involved in, so... Yep. All right, we are ready to conclude this first half here. We're in the 30th minute, and we just had an outlet into the defensive half, X7. So Leeds United will keep going here. Mateus Klitsch, 23. That is a foul committed by Klitsch. Suffered by player 6. That's going to be Lucas Digne. And is this a... No, it's not going to be a card. 31st minute will be a free kick in X for the home squad, Everton. Free kick in X is B. B1, so Richarlison just got an 11. Those are good shot numbers. 54, that's going to be a special result. Leads to 50 on the thing. So 26. Handball on defender. Use foul committed column to identify the defender. Direct kick from current area. So that's a free kick from B. So, all right. So we're going to say a foul. It was on Richarlison. Is the one who was fouled, and we will do the 7 is foul committed. Ailing. I'm gonna give him a card here now. 26. No. So, but it will be a free kick in B for the Toffees here, and that'll be a pass to B6. Big Digne in B, 55. Not a shot number for him. 38. Defensive check. So you're moving right along here. 22. They are rated 2. Leeds United is as a defensive team. So that is going to be steal to E. 6. Ailing and E. 51 is 37 in E. Defensive check. 65, that's a blot to X. And they've lost it, so Everton gets it X5. Coleman, 35, just barely misses out on a potential header. So it's going to be a defensive check. 32. Steal to X. For Leeds. X7. Klitsch and X. 14 is 33 and X. Another defensive check. So here's one of these. Sometimes you get these little momentum grinders where you end up with a bunch of defensive checks in a row. So it's going to be lost. Back and forth here. X3. Alright, so that's James Rodriguez, the Colombian international. 11 in zone X is 2. That'll be B2. So pass to Calvert-Lewin and B. So a good pass there. 46, that's going to be a foul suffered by Calvert-Lewin. And who is the guilty party, committed by Klitsch again. All right, we're going to roll on his regular old yellow rating now, and that is not going to come up as a yellow. That will be a free kick and B yet again. Can we generate a shot here eventually? I think I only have 3 shots, 2 of them on goal, and all of them by Everton so far. So that is going to be a shot chance. So, and who is going to take the shot? We go to the, it's going to be Richarlison. Going to add 3 for it being, so it's going to be 35 because it's zone B. And we will roll. 35 or less is a shot on target. It's 41 that's off target, and we will re-roll. And the result will be a goalkeeper outlet. So Melee gathers it. We're in the 36th minute now, by the way. D2. Make that 37th. Rafinha in D. 55 is 6 in D. That is a shot. So Leeds will get their first shot here from Rafinha. Assist 5 is going to be Alioski. He is a rated 3, so we get to add 1 for that. So that's the only adjustment. He is 31, so it's going to be a 32. We'll roll. Is it on target? Nope. What's the result on the missed shot chart? It is a corner kick. So pre-match, I determined it was going to be Rafinha taking the corner kicks. He is a corner kick of A. It's going to be a pass to B. And it will be 23. There's a corner kick identification chart. 23 is going to be player 1. And there will be a shot generated off of this corner kick. So it's going to be Bamford, who has 4 goals on the year so far. Let's get an assist just to be sure. 4 is going to be Klitsch. He is 5, so that's going to again be 1 plus 3. So he's 35. We go 36, and then we add 3 more, up to 43. So he's got a better than 50% chance of this being on target. We didn't get the blue one in there. It's on target. And now Jordan Pickford, challenged for his first save here. 42 is a save and a rebound to C. We're in the 38th minute now, by the way. And a big save there. And let's see, it's going to be lost. Possession is lost. Everton takes over zone X, player 9, Michael Keane, 39th minute. Okay, 13:43. And zone X is out of bounds. So throw in E3. So Stuart Dallas and E. 11 is 2, and E, that's going to be a shot for Dallas. Not the Cowboys, Stuart Dallas. Assist 2 is going to be Harrison. He is an 8, so that's going to give him an extra 3, which is going to counteract the minus 3 from zone E. So he is a 33 shot on goal guy. It's just going to be that base rating. Remember, Harrison would get the assist, but it's 66. That's off target. Will they get another corner kick? That is 7, so that's a goalkeeper outlet. So Jester, that's, let's see. Can I want to read this a little more closely. I have, whoops. What happened there? Oh no. Let me go back in here. I messed up. Okay, there we are. Well, that's kind of you to say, Jester. I enjoy the fact that other people have gotten the bug from watching stuff that I've done, and I'm sure the same with Dwayne, and there's a lot of other games that are out there, so it's weird. I tend to be a little more compartmentalized with the game stuff that I do. I did just print out the Fast Drive football. I've been a little hesitant to pick that up because I've played a lot of second season and some Stratomatic football, but at some point I'll give that a shot. I'm sure for playing out a full season, it's a lot more expedited. So goalkeeper outlet to E. We're in the 40th minute. It's 0-0. E9. Not a lot of chances created here so far, but all right. So it's Keane and E. 38, right? 52 is 38 in E. Header to B. If they can win this loose ball chance, maybe an opportunity can come from this, and they do win it. So they retain possession. B7, though. It's going to take some kind of a miracle for Godfrey to... And he's not even going to get a foul on the 46. So 27 in B, though, is C4, so a pass. Abdoulaye Doucouré, we haven't mentioned his name yet. 65 is 30 in C, E4. He'll keep on the ball here. 51 is 41 in E, header to F. So Everton with a little bit of possession here in this stretch of the game. We're in the 42nd minute, by the way. I'm getting a little delinquent here. So wait, header to F. Double check here. I got so 41 header to F, right? E. Yeah, header to F. They lose possession. X 8. All right. Now we're to 43rd minute. I would say we're only going to have a minute of extra of stoppage time here, just from fouls and et cetera, et cetera. There's been no goals, so it's going to be Calvin Phillips and X. 45 is 25 and X. They're going to try and see if they can make a better pass here to a player like Rafinha. Let's see. Nope. They lose possession. X 7. So Godfrey and X. 56 is 26 and X. Defensive check. Defensive rating 2. 52 is header to X. And it is lost by Everton. So X10. It's going to be Strauch. 16. 39 in X. Header to F. And they retain possession. F8. 65 for Phillips. That is a foul suffered. Committed by the most likely player. That's going to be Tom Davies. And since it's his first foul, it would take an 11 to get a yellow. Nope. So free kick in F. 45th minute. Let me see. I thought I was going to say something. Now I can't remember. So ends up in D. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Like right here, 11. So you see how many we are flipping cards, and maybe every third or fourth one we're checking on a card. So that's like, we have this one 11. We're using it for direct kick. If we were checking a card, that's probably going to generate either a really good pass or a shot. But because a lot of those are coming up in these extra loose ball checks and defensive checks, then a lot of this game and a lot of the flow of the game is dependent upon like the frequency that you hit those doubles. But anyway, so we're in the 45th minute. They're going to get possession D4. So Leeds United with 4. It's going to be Jack Harrison. Another one, 33. And 66 is the, so there we go. That's a 1. That's going to be a shot for Harrison. Are they going to pick up a goal here right before half? The visitors here. What would be the assist? 5. Alioski's a 3. So no adjustment for zone. A 1 adjustment for the assist. So it's going to take 34 up to 35. We're going to roll. It's on target. And now we check Pickford's card. If it's a 10 on this card, it is a goal right before the halftime. It is 55, though. It's a double, so it's going to be a corner kick. So Pickford with the save. It goes out over the end line for a corner kick. And again, it's Rafinha. So he is rated A on corner kicks. We look here. That's a pass to A. We have one. We're in the first minute of stoppage time. So A, and then we use the corner kick. 52 is player 4. That's going to be Harrison. 36, though. 25 and A. C1, and we're going to blow the whistle there. That's 1 minute. 0-0. It's halftime at Goodison Park. You're making lunch. Ooh, what you got going on there? What you got there, Magisport? I think you're a Pittsburgh guy. Do you have one of those Permani Brothers sandwiches going there with, what is it? Is it French fries on it? I forget. All right, so halftime. And it is lunchtime. I ate my lunch a little early because we're going to be going out to dinner, and I ate a little egg and cheese sandwich just before I got started on this. So I'm going to get I like keeping the first and second half stats, so just bear with me here as I tally these up real quick. Strauch, the foul committed, the foul suffered was Richarlison. Richarlison had a shot on goal. That was a save. That was in the 3rd minute. Then we had a bunch of action that was actually, what did we have? Close to 20 minutes without a shot or a foul. But then we had a foul by Bamford on Seamus Coleman. Then Klitsch on Richarlison. It was his 2nd foul suffered. Coleman got a shot, and it was on target. It was saved by Melier. So then a foul by Mina on Rafinha. And Dallas fouls Pickford. Then we went for a while. 29th minute, Godfrey got a shot, but it was well off target. Goalkeeper was able to gobble that up and off of a defender, and then clutched a 2nd foul, this time on Digne. Ailing with the handball. And then Klitsch with a 3rd foul. So he had 3 fouls in the first half, and that's Calvert-Lewin getting suffered. Richarlison shot off target in the 36th minute. Rafinha off target. Corner kick. Bamford on target. Saved by Pickford. Dallas shot off target. We got a foul Davies on Phillips. Harrison a shot on target. Saved. Led to a 2nd corner kick for Leeds United, and that's going to be it for what happened there. So let's move this up here so you can see it. So score 0-0. Shots 4 for Everton. 2 of them on target, and we had the same for Leeds. 4-2. 2 fouls committed by Everton, 7 by Leeds United, and I'll get the possession. I do like a rough. I don't know how best to translate it, but I do a rough possession check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 12, so 18. So that's about a 50-50 so far. 3, 6, 10, 12, 33, 6. So 46. 46 for Leeds United. We did a total of 92, so I think that is right on the 50-50 button. So that's how it looks so far. Pretty evenly matched all together. Leeds a little more physical in this game, which doesn't, I don't know, I consider Everton to be a little more of a team that likes to play physical and defensive, but all right, so Everton's team defense was 3, Leeds 2, team rating 2 for Everton, 3 for Leeds. Still full complements of clutch points for both teams. 4 for Everton, 6 for Leeds. About ready to get started with the second half here. Does APBA soccer have extra time? So extra time would be, so it's, you know, it's weird. The soccer has its lingo, right? And so like there's at the end of each half you have what's called either injury time or stoppage time. There are special results and things like that that will generate stoppage time. I tend to do it a little more what I feel like organically based on the play. Like that was pretty quick, so I only added a minute of stoppage time. If I had a goal in there or two and maybe an injury or cards maybe, I would then probably add extra stoppage time, okay? Extra time is a phenomenon that is for what are called knockout tournaments, or basically elimination tournaments, not for league play. So like the World Cup, if you're in the knockouts and it's like U.S. versus the Netherlands, or what was the big one? Brazil and who beat Brazil? I can't remember. I think it was an African team. Morocco, maybe. They went to extra time. So that's if it ends 90 minutes played and it's tied, then you go to 2 full 15-minute periods. You know, you switch ends after each period and you play them out the whole 30 minutes total. It's still tied after that, after extra time. So that's the extra time, or the 2 15-minute periods. So if I was doing a World Cup, I would definitely do extra time if it was tied at the end, right? If extra time it's still tied, then you go to penalty kicks. And so I believe that's, yeah, Brazil lost on penalties is my recollection. Actually, I recall we actually watched it at work. They let us put it on in a conference room. Another group did, and it was like Christmas time, you know, or just before, and people were having like holiday parties, and so it was kind of like a little bit of a festive, oh, let's watch. And unfortunately, at my work, there were quite a few Brazil fans, even Brazilians, since I'm in agriculture, and there's plenty of like agriculture in Brazil. So we have some people from that area come here to my workplace, and so that was a little awkward. It was really gut wrenching because the guy like hit the post for Brazil, and he really needed to make it, and it just felt like it felt like somebody kicked me in the scrotum at the time. Not to get like vulgar, but it's kind of the way it felt. My favorite football game, I really like second season, but I haven't played a ton of other games. I did buy Status Pro Football a few years ago, and I still haven't really gotten it out. Like I said, I don't want to say I'm a snob. I just have, when I play a game, I tend to get into a project, and it's like once I have a project going, I'm like, I got to finish it, and then it could take years. So the other thing that tended to be a stumbling block for me is that, like for the Status Pro, I bought the PDF version, and I still haven't printed it out. So there's kind of like a step that I need to take that costs money, extra money that I really need to do. And now I do have a better printer now, so maybe I could just print it out here, but I don't know. At some point I will try Status Pro, and maybe that will trip the trigger. I know that there's other ones like Inside Blitz, and like I said, I printed out Fast Drive Football. That seems like it's a very high view, or it's. I don't think it doesn't seem like you get really much as far as like statistics for players or anything like that. Which, if you're looking for strict results based, that's probably the best thing to do, is just to find a game that can kind of like get you the things real quick. But still, from what I've seen of it, and I haven't really watched a lot of videos because I kind of like to experience things for myself with this game when I get around to playing it. My impression is it does give you enough like drive by drive feel to at least kind of like make you feel like something's really going on there, but as opposed to just taking a couple of dice and being like, oh, if it's 11 to 43, that's the home team wins, and 44 to 66, it's the road team, and we'll just do that for everybody, and let's see how it turns out. All right, we're in the second half here. I need to get moving, get this game over. That way we don't have a 3 hour and 7 like that Bills Miami game yesterday. That was killer. Too much time. Too many commercials. Everton kicks off. No changes for either team. It's not like we've got cards to worry about. Fatigue. So D5. See if somebody can emerge the victor here. Seamus Coleman and D. 43. That is not a foul committed in that for his card at 43. So 28 is the result in D, and that will bring E with it's 7, or we'll try and see if we can convert a pass here, but it's 5 on a 4-4-2. That's a lost possession. X3. I think on those rolls I've been about 33%, which is the opposite of what it should be, right? It should be 66% with a 4-4-2. So Dallas and X, 47th minute, 23. That is going to be a foul committed by Dallas. 8. That'll be Godfrey is the one who got pummeled. And let's see, we're in the second half now, so all bets are off as far as the yellows and reds. We're just going full tilt. Free kick X. B1. Richarlison and B, 55. That's 6. That's going to be a shot. Assist 11, so that's the goalie. So we're not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. 32, no adjustment for that, but it will be an adjustment. 35 is going to be what? The +3 for zone B. Oh yeah, we're in the 48th minute. So let's see. Is it on target? That it is. Can Melier save it? 16 is a goal. And now I've got a real... I'm not going to give an assist because goalies rarely get an assist. So that's a goal for Everton. 48th minute. Richarlison. We're going to call it unassisted. All right, so 48th minute. I guess I should do the obligatory go or something like that. But so for that, we'll add a stoppage time minute for sure. And eventually here we're going to turn Leeds to more offensive tactic if we get to that point where they haven't equalized. 1-0 Everton. So, see you, Jester. Have a good rest of your day. So the kickoff, E8. Phillips and E. 61 is 27 and E. That'll be F7. So that'll be clutch in F. Seems like every touch has been a foul for him, but this time 43 with the 55 roll. 43 is out of bounds. 50th minute. Everton could really use this win because, they, like I said, they are currently 16th in the table. Only one win. And they have 3 draws and 3 losses, so they are definitely in need of taking something here and making the home crowd happy. X3, James Rodriguez and X65, that's a foul. Player 1, that's going to be Phillips. No card. That'll be a free kick in X. 51st minute. B. 10. So that will be Yerry Mina in B. 36 is 30 in B. That'll be a pass to Richarlison in D. The goal scorer, 42, is 28 in D. That'll be E, and it could. We're going to check and see if we can get the. Okay, they can pass. They're going to pass it to Calvert-Lewin in E. 62 in E is 27. That'll be F7. Godfrey in F. 12 is 40 in F. Header to E. They've kept possession here for about 3 minutes, so let's see if they can hold on to it again. Yes, they do. E. 10. Leeds United gets Rodrigo warming up on the sideline for a potential substitution here. So Mina in E. Let's see, what are we going to? We're in the 54th minute. That's 43. That's a foul committed by Mina. Suffered by Phillips. And no card. It's still not, so Rodrigo is not ready. Let's see. Andre Gomez will also be warming up for Everton, as they may be making a defensive substitution here at some point. So free kick X, it's C5. 1-0 Toffees. And it's Alioski in C. 42 is 28. Alioski will keep it in D. 37. That's a defensive check. Everton is rated 3. And 13. Steal to B. Who gets this? B7, though. That'll be Godfrey. Quite a few opportunities where that's happened, where it's gotten to be somebody who doesn't have a lot of shot numbers. 46, not even a foul. So 27 and B. C4. Decore in C44. That's not going to be enough. 21 in C. That'll be C3. So this is James Rodriguez in C. We're up to 57th minute. 35, 36. That's a defensive check. They're 2 and 45 is a header to F. Can Everton retain? They do. F10. Mina and F. 33 is a 3 and F. That'll be a pass to Richarlison and B. 3 in zone. F is not a shot number, at least in the 4-4-2 chart. That ends up being a pass. So Richarlison and B. We're in the 58th minute now. Al, what's up? Man, I get a day off and then I have some buddies come in. That's kind of nice. Wish I had more days off, but you know, that's the way the work world goes. Oh, there's a foul. Richarlison gets fouled. That's going to lead to a good chance at a shot off a free kick. Let's see who is. Player 9 is the one who committed the foul, though. It will be Bamford. Any card? No. All right, we're going to get the first sub for Leeds here. Just take a second here. It's going to be Rodrigo coming in. And we have to take care here because we're bringing in a forward. And one thing you have to keep in mind with this game. So the base team defense is kept as long as this number here is 21 to 25. So the way you figure out this number is your defenders are worth 3, so that's 9. Then the midfielders are 2, so there's 9, and then we've got 10. So we have 5 midfielders times 2 is 10. So that's 19, 20, 21. If we bring a forward in place of a midfielder, that would bring this down to 20, and then we'd have to adjust the team defense to 1. I think in this situation it's worth the opportunity, and I think we're going to bring out Klitsch. He's been fouling a lot. So what's going to happen would be we would move Rafinha into the middle. I mean, this is all theoretically, right? This isn't... all Rodrigo's going to do is be inserted in here wherever he fits. But he's going to come in. It is the 58th minute. A little bit of an offensive substitution here. Actually, a lot of an offensive substitution, as Klitsch is not. I mean, he has 5 numbers. Rodrigo has 8. So that's going to be their substitution. I think we're going to wait till probably the 70th minute to actually take him to 4-3-3. You want to see if they can generate this without compromising their defense too much. His offensive number 7, that means he goes in actually in the same spot as Klitsch was, but this means that you get a few more chances that you could generate a longer shot from Rodrigo. And he has a 32 shot on goal, which isn't too bad. So, let's see. Before Ailings, that's 6A. 1 is before Strauch. 9A. Oh, actually, it could just be 9. Because Klitsch was 9. All right, 2 assists before Phillips. 6A. We won't worry about the injury. We'll just calculate that on the fly if we ever have an injury come up. All right, so that's the first sub. We're in the 59th minute now. We're going to add another minute for the sub. Took a little while. It's going to be a free kick and B for Everton. It's going to generate a shot. Who gets the shot? It's zone B, so it is going to be Richarlison. B going to add 3, so it's up to 35 again. So it can be 35 or less. It is off target. And it was wide of the goal, so it's going to lead to a goal kick for Leeds. The hour mark. So the fast action cards, these are, they do send you a set of them, but this is actually, I think I purchased 6 extra sets. But they really come in handy because, like, you don't have to check the player ID chart. You don't have to check the player control chart. You don't have to check the charts for these, the kickoffs, the goal kicks, etc., etc., corner kick results, and missed shots. Although I'm rolling for missed shot results, so I don't really have to look at this. But you could do it however you want. You could roll everything off of the cards, and it makes it pretty quick. The other thing that makes it quick is not recording it and not doing the play-by-play. But, we have to make sacrifices, right, to have some enjoyment. So the goal kick is D8. What's been happening, Al? You keeping yourself busy? I'm sure you are. It's fortunately the holidays have kind of like cleared out a bit, but I don't know. There's always crap going on, isn't there? Phillips in D. 42 is 34. That's defensive check for Everton. There are 3. Oh yeah, we have to remember that their Leeds is now a 1 defense because they did go down from 21 to 20. 53 on the 3. I got up, so now I have to bend over to look at the chart. Header to X. It is lost. Everton's the lower rated team, so X9. Yeah, Al, I've noticed you've been doing some HMB. That's I did that Red Sox project with that, and I think if I enjoy the game. I enjoy the game a lot. It's just sometimes I don't know. It's, for one thing, it's not baseball season right now, so it's a little tougher for me to get my juices flowing. But with the baseball game, but yeah. So we're in the 61st now. So 19 in X, 62 is 25 in X. X 10, but it's got the asterisk or the asterisk. Let's see if we can get. Yeah, so they're gonna go X2. See if we can get Lewin a pass. Can he pass? Did he get a good pass there? 21, no, 25 X. Same result X. Let's roll it again. Yep, we'll keep it there. X2, Calvert Lewin. 15 is a good number here. That's gonna be 7 in X, D4, so a pass to, it's Decore in D. 55, 43 in D, header to E. They retain E2. I'm tempted to just automatically take just an out of bounds so we can do the substitution. We're in the 63rd minute now. Well, I'm glad that I'm putting something out here to keep to drone on during your work day. But yeah, it does. I love I do love the you've got like the balks and bogeys and so those errors. You have the ballpark checks on different charts, and it comes up just enough to keep you satisfied. Like special results and things like that. And it's quick enough that you can get used to certain results when they pop up. You know that they're going to lead kind of directly to a strikeout or directly to a home run. Whereas, like, I feel like APBA baseball, it was a little less like that. You have to do like all these permutations, especially playing the master game, permutations with the pitchers' ratings and stuff. Anyway, I am going to, since Everton is in the lead here, I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice the possession here, and they're going to kick it out of bounds so they can get a substitution here. Their first is going to be Andre Gomez, defensive midfielder. Going to bring him in for James Rodriguez. And so we're going to switch the let me see. Going to be Lucas Dean is going to take over the corner kick privileges. So he's a midfielder. And this is the 63rd minute. And who's coming out? I said it was Rodriguez. 63rd minute. Alright, so gonna have to make some adjustments here to everything. And we will put him behind Davies here. Alright, I'm gonna do checks of the stats on the fly now. So we're in the 64th minute. We'll add another half a minute of stoppage time, so we're up to 2.5. Alright, throw in for Leeds X8. Time we got 12:32. I need to get this wrapped up by 1, so let's keep it moving. Maybe I'll have to get History Maker Baseball back out again. Maybe I'll do that tonight. We'll see. Not for the channel, just for my own like satiating a hankering. But so X8, right? Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting. See, I've got my brain going here. The 41 is 34, and X is going to be a defensive check. So 3 and 62 is going to be block to E, and it's retained by Leeds. E2. Next stoppage, we're going to move Leeds to attacking. So Rafinha and E, this is a special result check. Let's see what happens here. 22. Ball kicked out of bounds. Throw in area A. So, all right. This is going to be the time they're going to make a change in their tactics. They're going to go 4-3-3. Everton will stay 4-4-2. If we get to 80th minute, I might send Everton to 4-5-1 just to try and clamp down on further chances. But so throw in for Everton A3. So Decore and A. 14 is 41. That's a defensive check. 1 and 4 is headed to X. Retained. So Everton X8. That's going to be Andre Gomez. He just came in. We're in the 66th minute. 1-0 Toffees, as you can see on the scoreboard there, hopefully. I just realized the scoreboard is now a little bigger than it should be. We can make that adjustment pretty quickly. All right, so Gomez in X. 15 is 27 in X. That's a defensive check. 21 with a 1 is going to steal to E. 8. So we have clutch points. Unless we're nullifying a card, I wait until past the 80th minute, and I only use it for the team that's behind. I don't use it for or behind or tied. All right, so Phillips in E, 41, 34 in E. It's a defensive check. Leeds will get Tyler Roberts. If they're already at the lowest defensive, so we're gonna probably bring in another forward within reason. I don't want to make it too like contrived, but I think if we get to like a 4-2-4 situation, that's probably not the end of the world. But all right. So that was a defensive check, and then the Everton 3 and a 42 is header to E. And it is lost. X5, 67th minute here. So that's going to be Digne in X. 55 is 38 in X. That is going to be a header to D. Can they keep hold of it? No. X8. Yeah, I got to get... That's another one I need to get out. I played Soccer Blast in like a sort of a by-mail league for a bit, and then I ended up with this game, and I like the way this feels a little better, but Blast is also not a 2-hour game. It's more like an hour game. So that may fit your and others' schedules a little better. So X8. So that's Phillips again. They can't get it into these three guys here. Really, these two guys. That's what they need. They need a pass. Like they could use like an 11 here, but they get 25. 44. That's out of bounds. We're gonna sub for Leeds again. Number 2. It's gonna be Tyler Roberts, forward. And let's see if we're going to go with what we'll do is we'll remove Alioski. He's a wingback or a fullback, and what we'll do is we'll just... Dallas is going to end up moving back to that kind of position. So all right. And that is in the 68th minute. So Roberts with a 7, so he is going to go... Rodrigo's 32. Roberts is 33. We're going to put... But Rodrigo has more shot numbers, so we will go them in this order. That'll move Rodrigo a little farther up. Throw in for Leeds, 69th minute, F1. So Bamford and F, 31 is 10 in F. It's going to be a B, so pass to Rafinha in B. 34 offsides. Wait. Oops. Huh. All right. Well, wind it back. Throw in F1. Everton had the ball. So let's do this. May still end up in an offside, but let's just do this the right way. So Richarlison in F. You got a 31, that's a 10 in F. That's D1. Then we roll the 34, that is an offside, so Leeds will get the indirect free kick. Got a little ahead of myself there. 70th minute. 20 minutes left in the game here, plus stoppage time. C, on the indirect free kick, C2. So now Rafinha with it. 43, not a foul, so that's good. C31 is going to be E4. Jack Harrison in E. 24, 30 in E, not going to be a pass, so that'll be a defensive check. 3 and 61 is blocked to E. And they lose it to Everton, X6. So Godfrey and X, 61, 29 and X, defensive check. Leeds a 1 and a 45 is header to X. But they are able to win the challenge, so Leeds will take over. The Whites will get it. They lose it to Zone X7. That's going to be Tyler Roberts in X. 27. Defensive check. 64. Block to F. They retain it. F7. Tyler Roberts again. 24. 23 and F. F6. It's going to be Rodrigo. 54. Special result check. Let's see what comes on here. 65. Passed at area B, player's choice. We're going to go B1. So Bamford's going to get it in B. 66, that's a shot. Wow, that's great timing for Leeds United. So Bamford's going to get a chance to put one on goal here. Let's see who gets the assist. 6 is okay. I got to do the assist checks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's gonna be Roberts. So only 2. So we don't get to add anything, but it is Zone B. So 35 goes up to 42. Let's see. Can he get a shot on target? Yes, it is. Everton couldn't use clutch points for a save anyway, even if and they're ahead, so I don't usually do that. Pickford, can he make the save? 16, it's a goal. Bamford gets his 5th goal of the season, and it's all square here in the 74th minute. Patrick Bamford. He has been a star for Leeds so far this season. And I don't think the tactic change really had much to do with it, but you bring Robertson, he gets an assist on that, so he made one of the passes in the build-up. So we're going to go back to 4-4-2 to each of them. Another disappointing blow for Everton, and now they're going to have to press here a bit, I do believe, as they're going to get Sigurdsson, attacking midfielder, warming up. Oh, I got to write it on my score sheet. 74th minute. All square, 1-1, as we get the kickoff going from Everton. Kickoff, E4. Coleman in E. 15 is 42 in E, is going to be a header to X. Lost. And it'll be Ayling in Leeds' defensive half, taking over. 24 X9, that's going to be Cooper. Receives the pass, 51. 30 in X is a defensive check. 52 on the 3 is going to be a header to X. They lose. So Everton is able to win possession. It's going to be Tom Davies. Zone X, 44. That's another defensive check. They're 1 and 12. Uh-oh, steal to B. B6. That's Rodrigo in B. He's down the list, but he has a lot of shot numbers. Let's see. 16, not going to be it. It's defensive check in the 77th minute. 32 on the 3 is going to be a steal to X. Everton gets it. Yerry Mina, their own half, 23 and X. Going to be a pass to Gomez. Pass to F to Mina. 1 in F. Oh, he's going to take a long shot here. Assist 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Coleman. Mina's 23. Coleman's a 3, so we add 1, but it's F, so it's going to be subtracting 5. So subtract 4 from 23. Needs a 15 or less here on this roll, on this long shot. It's off target. Can they generate a corner kick out of it? No, it's a goalkeeper outlet. Now with it tied, I'm going to let probably both teams use their clutch points until somebody either comes out victorious or we have a or it's a draw, one or the other. Make it 3.5 minutes of stoppage time there. So E7, that's Roberts and E. 45 is 38 and E. That's a header to B. They still have the team rating advantage, but they lose possession. So we're up to the 80th minute, so only 10 minutes left. X5. Everton's going to kick it out of bounds. They're going to get their final sub in, or their second sub. And Leeds is going to get Pablo Hernandez ready as a third sub. So Sigurdsson's going to come on 81st minute. He's going to come on for Davies. So defensive midfielder out, attacking midfielder in. Let's see if they're going to also get they're going to get Alex Iwobi warming up too as a third sub. Try and bring in as much attacking talent as they can. So that's a sub number 2, Everton. 81st minute. We're going to have 4.5 minutes of stoppage time. So up to this point. Throw in F for Leeds. F3. No, F4. So Jack Harrison and F. It's 24. That's a defensive check. So now we got to shuffle up here in the 82nd minute. Just have 8 minutes and maybe 5 on top of that. We've had quite a bit of action here, so I like tacking on some. Whoops. I hate it when you don't quite get your hands close enough together. Like that. Dang. I need a card shuffler. I can feel the damage to my thumbs as I continue to do this. All right. All right, so let's conclude this. So it's a defensive check for Everton. They're a 3-42. They still can't get a direct steal. That's a header to E and it's retained. E10. They're gonna Leeds are gonna use 2 clutch points, and that would make a pass to C. We'll make it C2. So Rafinha in C. Right? 1 is D, 2 is C, 3 is B, and 4 is A. So Rafinha, 24 is 38 in C. That's not going to go anywhere. Defensive check. 56, another one where it does block to D. They retain it. D3. So Leeds United here with some possession. Stuart Dallas now in D. 31 is 32 in D. That's another defensive check. They really need a low number here. They can't get it. 34. Or 43, excuse me. Header to E. That is still retained by Leeds. E2. I also don't like using the points to steal, so we're going to keep with it here. Rafinha in E. 16 is 45 in E. That is out of bounds. Everton's going to press. They're going to go 4-3-3. So, tables have turned a little bit. 1-1 now. They want to try and maybe take a couple of longer shots. So, their third sub. Both teams are going to bring in their third subs here. So, it's going to be Iwobi. What is this, the 85th minute? He's a forward. And he's going to come in for Decore. Defensive midfielder here. So, yeah, Iwobi's going to be right behind Gomez. They didn't really have a whole lot of good options for bringing guys in. So, that's going to be, and we brought out Decore. And now Pablo Hernandez, who's a central midfielder. They're going to bring him on for who? Rafinha. Leeds are okay with a draw here. They're in pretty good position. So they'll take a point on the road here and head back to Ellen Road, still well in the top half of the table. No sense in getting greedy. Just to squeeze out a point here was a... So let's see. So I brought in 2 forwards. Yeah, they're still not going to get back to 21. Okay. Oops, I'm sorry. I just banged the camera. Apologize. Alrighty, throw in. And for sure, as Al says, if you hit the like button, that would be awesome. And make sure you check out. Al does a lot of computer gaming, but he, like I said, he was doing some History Maker baseball. He does some boxing with the dice, and definitely check out his content as well as Dwayne's at his channel. Imagisport's got some stuff. ID Jester, I mean, pretty much everybody that's been in here has they create some content here on this platform. So if you look in the live chat, if you're watching this after the fact, probably not gonna find APBA Soccer on there. You never know, maybe someday one of the guys will find some interest in this particular game, but they do a lot of other stuff. So let's see. So conclusion of this game. Throw in for Everton. E5. Lucas Digne. 33 is a 3 in E. That is going to be a shot. So this would be a prayer. This would be pretty much just trying to get a corner kick out of this, I would say. So 1, 2. Richarlison is 3. So that's going to add 1. So it's only 2 subtracted from Dean. He's 11. So this is going to be a missed shot, barring some. Oh, that's on target. Okay, well, what happens here? 22. That is going to be a rebound to C. He saves it. Melier saves it. So, rebound to C. Will they retain possession? No. X7. Leeds will use another 2. They're going to pass at C1. So Bamford's going to get it in C. 25 is 8 in C. So that's going to be a shot. Assist 2. So Harrison is 1. Bamford is 2. So this would be unassisted. So it's going to be 36. That's off target. Can they get a corner kick out of it here? That is, yes. That's going to be a corner kick. I got to take a look at Leeds, who will be there. They brought out their corner kick taker. It's going to be Calvin Phillips now. So Calvin Phillips is a B. Pass to B. 44. This is player 3, Jack Harrison. It's going to lead to a shot. Okay, Al. Don't get too wrecked with all the work stuff you got to do. But we got to pay the bills, right? Harrison 4 assists. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Rodrigo would get the assist. So Harrison is a 34 plus 3, 41. Are they going to sneak a win out of here? Let's see. 43. That's off target again. And that's another corner kick. Pass to B. No shot. Auto-generated at least. B4. Ailing and B, 65. That's a foul suffered by Ailing. Player 1 for the foul committed. That is going to be, looks like Andre Gomez. No card. It's going to be a free kick in B for Leeds. We're in the 90th minute here. I keep forgetting to move this up. So we're going to be heading into stoppage time soon. It's going to go to A1. So Bamford and A. 12 is 24 and A is B5. So not a good result there. But it does keep possession. Rodrigo and B. Special result. What do we got going on now for special result? 16. Ball kicked out of bounds. A throw in from area A. So, ooh, that's an interesting twist. Throw in to A. Who gets it? 10. Mina. Ugh. All right. So, second minute stoppage time here. 43. That's a foul committed. Everton can't even use their clutch points. Top player suffered it. Is it Ailing still? 4. Yes, it looks like it. And no card, but it's going to be a free kick in X. Second minute of stoppage time. So it goes to C1. That's Bamford and C. 65 is 41 and C. Header to A. Can they win this loose ball? They do. Leeds United, Zone A, Player 1. This is Bamford and A. 62 and A is 29. C2. Stuart Dallas and C. 15, 23 and C. C2. I'm going to use the clutch points for Everton. I don't usually do this, but we're going to do that because they're going to do a steal. You're allowed to use them to do a steal. They're going to use it to steal here to Zone A. They're going to get their one chance. It's going to be A1. So Richarlison, 24, is 21 in A. A3, let's see what happens with this. Sigurdsson in A, 21 is 42 in A. Defensive check. 15 on a 1 is steal to D. 4. All right, so it's going to be Ailing and D. They're going to use their clutch points. We're in the 6-minute stoppage time. This is going to be basically the last move. So they're going to get C1. Bamford and C. It is 44, so that's going to be a shot. This is the bare end of everything. So Harrison will get the assist if it's there's an assist. So that's going to be 3 and 1 is 4 for the zone. So up to 43. 43 or less, it's a shot on target. It's on target. Can Pickford make the big save? 52. That is a goal, and that is your ball game. Bamford gets his second goal of the game, and the home fans feel hard done by the referee. They kept blowing for the whistle. He didn't come, and Bamford set up by Harrison. 2-1. Kickoff. D5. And the whistle is blown. That is your final. 2-1 is your final score. It's full time. That could have gone either way. I like to try and get rid of the clutch points if we can, and that was the best way to do it. We gave Everton a chance, gave Richarlison the ball in Zone A, and he passed it. So, what can you do? That is your final. Patrick Bamford, 2 goals. Brings him up to 6. Bamford from Harrison. Oh, Nelly. 2 goals for Leeds, 1 for Everton in a frenzy of a second half here. Let's get these tallied up here. Dallas with a foul on Godfrey. Richarlison shot on goal. Goal, no assist. Phillips on James Rodriguez foul. Mina foul on Phillips. Bamford. Charleston missed shot. Man, I feel bad for Everton. I feel like maybe we should have blown the whistle sooner, but that's the way it goes. Roberts with an assist on the Bamford goal. The first one. Mina a missed shot. Digne shot on target. Bamford missed shot. Corner kick. Harrison a missed shot. Another corner kick. Gomez with a foul on Ailing. Mina with his third foul on Ailing. And then Bamford with his third shot on goal, and in the dying moments, the game winner. So what do we have here? We've got 4, 5, 6, 8 shots on goal, 4 of them on target for Everton. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the same, very similar teams here. 8 and 4 for both the shots on target. We've got 5 fouls committed by Everton, 10 fouls committed by Leeds. No cards for anybody, no penalty kicks, 3 corner kicks for Leeds. I don't think Everton ever got a corner kick. And offsides for Everton. Let's get the goalie data here. Everton, Pickford. He faced 4 shots, saved 2 of them. And Melee, 4 shots, he saved 3. He had a pretty good game there. Possession, last thing that I need to dig up here. So 4, 7, 9, 10. Everton had a lot of it, and then something changed. 3, 4, 5, 8, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's 29. 34. 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. So Leeds kind of took over a bit, although let's see, 104. I guess in theory Everton did have more of the possession in the second half, but just kind of negligible. 99 to 97. Well, thanks, Magisport. Sometimes it feels a little weird when you get something in the dying moments, but if anybody has watched Manchester United in the past, they used to say that that was Fergie time, was when, because Alex Ferguson was their manager, and the referee would, they would keep, the other team would be wanting for that game to be over, and the referee would keep that game going. Also tends to be that the opponent to Manchester United would tend to waste time, and so might say there's 3 minutes of stoppage time, but maybe it's more like 4.5 is necessary because they keep pretending to be injured and stuff like that. So anyway, that's the game. 2-1 your final here from Goodison Park. Disappointed Everton fans head home dejected. They're still way down in the table. We'll have to see where they finish up as we keep going through this season. It's going to take a long time. Again, hit the like button, subscribe. We'll see you back here soon on Tenacious Sports.